Hey adventurers, it's been a while. I've been recovering financially, physically, emotionally from the summer. So yeah, I thought the rest of the year was gonna be pretty low key, but I actually have like 4 festivals the next 2 months. And obviously by the title, this weekend I'm doing Camp Flog Gnaw, and it's actually the first event I'm doing with this new company. And they do ADA and like guest service stuff for a bunch of events around the country, and they actually have some crossover with Insomniac. Like they do a lot of Insomniacs as well, so that's cute. We have training today, which is interesting because it's like the festival doesn't start until tomorrow. It's also going to be like a 5 to 6 hour long orientation, so I'm not quite sure what all it will entail, but they are feeding us, which is always nice. And the event is held at Dodger Stadium. And Camp Flog Gnaw, the music isn't really like my sort of thing. It's not really my genre, but I am intrigued because it's like a whole ass carnival. So that'll be interesting. I'm excited to see how all of that works. Let's do logistics. So it looks like it did sell out. There are 3 ticket classes. There's general 2-day admission, which is $335 plus fees. 2-day VIP is $595 plus fees. And 2-day super VIP is $1495 plus fees. And it looks like with both VIP options, you do get merch, and you're also able to do a unlimited carnival game add-on. You have to buy parking as well. So the 2-day unlimited carnival games is $150 plus fees, and then general parking for both days is $60 plus fees. It's interesting to see how like this company and Insomniac kind of handle things differently. So we'll see how the weekend goes. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and we all have a lot of fun. I'll take you along. And I mean, I'm not gonna like review it really just because I'm working it, so I don't get the full experience, but I'll show you whatever I can grab and then pass along any other information. I know there are like brand activations and stuff, so I'll probably run around on my breaks and see what kind of freebies I can get, if anything. And I'll check back in after the weekend's over. Bye. So I'm getting ready for day 1 of the festival. Yesterday was orientation and setup basically. So we like set up the ADA platforms, took a tour, all that stuff. I'm already exhausted, which is not a good sign. I also woke up with the sore throat, and I'm pretty sure it's just from the being on like the golf carts and like the dust and stuff. I'm a little nervous for today just because I'm doing like a little bit of everything. So like I'm handling the merch line, I am doing cart shuttles, which I'm most nervous about because I just drove a golf cart for the first time yesterday. So I'm nervous about that. And then the other times I'm just gonna be on like the platforms, just like monitoring those. So I'm doing a little bit of everything and kind of just get thrown into it, and it goes how it goes. I hope everything goes smoothly and we don't have any issues. I am on the schedule to work one of the VIP platforms during Tyler the Creator set, so that'll be fun, I guess. I still haven't listened to any of his music. I'm gonna listen to some on the way to Dodger Stadium today. And funny story, I mean, a couple of the girls I'm working with ended up like right next to Tyler the Creator, and I have no idea what this man looks like. But I noticed there were like a bunch of people around, and I was like, something's happening, but I don't know what is happening. And then I was like, what's going on? And one of the girls was like, oh, that's Tyler. She pointed him out, and I was like, oh, okay. A lot of the sets are really cool. They were doing some sound checks last night and rehearsals, so we heard a little snippet of the show. I had stress dreams about today all last night because I'm just nervous because I haven't done it before. So I'm sure it'll go smoothly. And these are our staff shirts, which is cool, so I don't actually have to buy Camp Flog Gnaw merch because I already have some for free. All right, I gotta finish getting ready, eat, walk the pup real quick before I leave, and then I'm gonna head over to Dodger Stadium. Hello. So the rest of the weekend pretty much went fine. It was a lot of kind of learning as I went, but you know, it ended up being fine. I did not need to be as stressed as I was. I was just, whenever I feel ill prepared, I just feel like really stressed. But once I kind of got the hang of things, I was fine. Everyone was pretty chill for the most part. My team was really great, and yeah, it went smoothly. So as far as things in the actual festival that I noticed, there weren't a lot of there were so many options for food. So a lot of the food lines weren't that long, maybe like 10-15 minutes, if that. The merch line for the main festival merch tent was up to like 4 hours long, which is crazy. If you had VIP or super VIP, you had a separate line for that. And there was also other spots in the VIP areas that had like their own golf weighing tents, which also sold some of the festival merch. But if you wanted to have everything from the merch collection available, you would have to wait in the main merch line. And then as far as the games go, the lines for the carnival games and rides were kind of long. The ride lines looked like they were the longest, with the game lines coming in second. I did play a few games, and it was $30 for 25 game credits, which actually ended up being 5 games. So each game cost 5 credits. And then you had a chance to win like some Flog Gnaw merch, and they had like stuffies and pillows and socks and beanies and different things that you could win if you played the games. As far as the VIP and the super VIP, from what I gathered, it wasn't really worth it, unless like other than for like the merch bundles. So super VIP, you get a ton of merch, which like crazy merch. Fanny pack, you get a blanket, you get a pin, a mug, you get custom Converse X golf weighing shoes, and you get a fucking bike, like a bicycle, a full bicycle. So that's pretty cool. VIP merch was a backpack, cap, water bottle, carabiner, keychain, pin, and a snow globe. So those were the merch bundles. Super VIP had access to all the VIP areas, obviously, and then they also had their own super VIP area, which was not worth it at all. It was the only place in the festival where you can have access to like actual brick and mortar bathrooms. But as far as the amenities, nothing really. It was just like picnic benches, some food selection, and then like the actual bathrooms. But I don't even think they had like, I don't think the food was like free or anything. So it's literally just a place to sit down and use an actual bathroom. And then in the VIP areas, they had like their own food selections. Like I said, golf weighing merch, their own section of porta potties, and their own section by the stages. But that was pretty much it. And as far as what I was hearing around the festival from people who had VIP and super VIP, it wasn't really worth it for like the on-site amenities. And then I also was going through and looking at people's like comments and reactions to the festival. So people were complaining about the merch line. People were complaining about a lot of people like moshing and pushing and a lot of crowd crush. A lot of the artists were stopping their sets though and like asking people to back up. So it looks like they were trying, and then they were having people like wave their phone flashlights if someone needed assistance. So people were looking out for that, and that way the medics could get to them. So it looks like they were really trying to like make sure they were able to take care of everyone. There was also something with pre-ordered merch, I guess, where you had to pick it up like outside of the festival, like before you came in or on your way out. I don't know, from what I was hearing, it seemed like really disorganized because people were getting certain times to pick up their merch, but like they couldn't for one reason or another. I don't know. That seemed to be an issue. Parking, so to get out the first night was definitely difficult. People were waiting in line for like over an hour in their cars just to get out of the parking lot. I believe it was less so the second day. Of course, the second day always runs more smoothly, but that was something else people were dealing with. Security, that's another thing. Security wasn't really checking bags unless it set off the metal detector, so that's concerning, you know. Water, there were a lot of water stations, but people were posting photos and videos of it like water barely coming out. I guess it depends on like how many people are using the water station, so it looks like the water wasn't super reliable. That's about it as far as like crowd reactions go. It's just people saying it was really crowded and hot, obviously, which, I mean, you can't do anything about that. It was pretty crowded, but there's also plenty of space like in the back of the stages where you would have plenty of room. Like obviously if you're trying to get to the front of the stage, you're gonna get pushed. So it's just being smart about where you place yourself. But that's pretty much it. I'm glad it went smoothly, and I was like so exhausted, even though I was getting off at like midnight, so I wasn't even staying up that late. It was just being in the sun all day and like on my feet all day. It really wiped me out. Well, that's pretty much it for me. I will have my next video up next week, which will be Dreamstate SoCal. So keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.